So I'm hearing a few things. I'm hearing childhood and when you were very young of pretty extreme poverty. Theme of being the breadwinner within your marriage. And then a really intense time in that 2008, 2009 time where it all came crashing. Husband left, bankruptcy, drinking the sorrows away, not feeling the feels, and running, like Forrest Gump, running being that thing that helped propel you forward. So is that something that you recommend to the women that you work with? I mean, is that part of what you do, is also recommend body movement? Or
actually, I don't necessarily recommend you run 12 marathons, but what I do recommend is that every single day you move your body. That's part of my system. And I have an actual business system. It's proven that's helped me to build successful businesses. And I even still struggle to say that, Maraya, because I still sometimes sit here in gratitude going, how did I get here? I sit here and I go, I'm so grateful that I get to sit here and, like, for example, in this moment, speak to someone as amazing as Maraya on a podcast to empower women. Like, this is amazing. And when you sit here in gratitude, you realize, wow, like I'm really proud of me, right? Yeah. But my system that I've been adopting for the last 4 years, like every single day, move your body for 30 minutes. And it's scientific, there's science behind that. If you don't move your body at least once for 30 minutes within an 8-hour period, you suffer the same risk as someone who chain smokes or is obese.
Yeah.
So I encourage my women to always look after themselves, to practice self-care, not just in movement, but also in how they value their body in terms of nutritional choices. Because especially if you're wanting to go and change your life, like be the change maker in your family unit, that requires energy, focus, determination. You need to be fueling your body for that, because your not only is your brain and the way that your mindset is changing, but physiology, is also changing. Your body's changing, because as you are changing and evolving, your body's inherently changing as well, because you're training your brain to be that next level version. And so I said to them, look after yourself with what you eat. Like, make smart choices about how you eat, because that's going to help you to stand, especially if you're on social media, to be able to show up powerfully and be a great example of making great choices and looking after yourself and choosing you as well.
Absolutely. You're preaching to the choir here. And can I ask you kind of a bold question? Because I heard you say kind of abuse of alcohol.
Yes.
And so are you now sober, and how are you diving in and releasing and expressing emotions in a different way today than you were at that point?
For me, that's a really, really good question. I didn't actually become sober as a direct result out of that. I became sober because, for health reasons, but then I realized I didn't like the person I became the day after. Do you understand? The day after, I just didn't feel good. I don't know if anybody can relate to when you have a heavy day of drinking, or you even have one glass, and I just couldn't think with clarity. But the way that I feel now with clarity, I want to stay in that space. But
oh my gosh, I love that you're saying this, and I want you to be able to continue. But this is one of the big things that I say is, it's not about I can't have this XYZ thing. For me, it's not that I can't have gluten or dairy or sugar or alcohol. I pretty much, for the most part, choose not to.
Yes.
Because I love feeling good. Yes. And I know what happens. Even just one glass of wine or one amazing glutinous croissant, I know how it makes me feel the next day, and it's not worth it. No. And when we get to taste the goodness of feeling good and having brain clarity and feeling happy, that's what we want. It's not from a place of deprivation.